Hello all, welcome to Life Skills from Sanskrit. I am Jigar. Today we are going to look at a couplet that talks about the importance of issues and problems and foreseeing them. And it lets us know what is an appropriate response when and if an issue arises or a problem comes. So without wasting any time, let's just jump into it. Tavad bhayeshu bhetavyam yavad bhayam anagatam. Agatam tu bhayam drashtva praharta yamshङ. Let me repeat that. Tavad bhayeshu bhetavyam yavad bhayam anagatam. Agatam tu bhayam drashtva praharta yamshङ. What we are going to do is we are going to divide this into two bits and then look at them individually. So let's have a look at the first one. Tavad bhayeshu bhetavyam yavad bhayam anagatam. What does it say is, Tavat bhayeshu bhetavyam, you should be afraid of those problems and those issues. What are the issues we should be afraid of? Yavat bhayam anagatam, an issue or a problem that hasn't arisen yet, it hasn't arrived yet, or you aren't facing it yet. So in short, the issues, the problems that you can foresee, that you can see that might happen in the future. So it talks about being proactive. It talks about being prepared for those issues and problems. So we should be afraid of those problems that we can see on the horizon, and we need to prepare ourselves and we need to fight them. It's okay to be afraid of those issues because it keeps us alert and keeps us on our toes and proactive. So we have strategies and we can fight them. So it's okay to be afraid of those issues that haven't come yet and you can foresee might happen in the future. Let's see the second bit. What does it say then? It says, Agatam tu bhayam drashtva praharta yamshङ. So what do we do when we cannot foresee an issue, we cannot foresee a problem, it just happens and throws us into the deep end? Well, it says, if that happens, you need not to be afraid. You don't be afraid. There are only two things that you can do when you're thrown into the deep end without any warnings or without any signs. What do? Do we get afraid? No. You become fearless and you fight. You stand your ground and you try to make the best of it. So without any doubts, without doubting your abilities, without doubting your skills, you give your 100% when it comes to dealing those issues and those problems. So this couplet basically tells us that, look, there are only two ways to deal with any kind of issues and any kind of problems. One, you foresee them, you predict them, and you prepare yourselves. And it's okay to be afraid of them because that's going to keep you alert. And all in all, it is actually going to make you avert them completely. And the second says, even if they come unannounced and you're just thrown into the deep end, what do you need to do? Well, very simple. All you need to do is not be afraid, just believe in your skills and your talent and try to tackle them as skillfully as possible. Those are the only two ways to deal with problems. Okay, so let's have a look at the couplet again. Tavad bhayeshu bhetavyam yavad bhayam anagatam. Agatam tu bhayam drashtva praharta yamshङ. My take on this couplet is, one should be afraid of problems or troubles that can be foreseen. But once problems arrive, one must face them without any doubts and fears. So it's always good to be prepared, but even if you're not prepared and you're in trouble, just stand your ground and face them as they come. Thank you for joining me today. Stay positive, stay tuned.